Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marcy. Thank you for clicking on that thumbnail. Always showing up, showing your girl some love. Yeah, we have something wonderful today. And I've been waiting for this package all the way from the UK, specifically, London from the UK, because my purchase, if you watched my live on Instagram, my purchase was in pounds and I thought it was in euros, which is 1-to-1, but no, it's a 25% upgrade. But anyway, if you want to learn about, we'll just do 5 of the fragrances today from the house of, actually we'll just do 4. And then this is like a little mini fragrance haul. Well, not mini as in dollars, but you know, I have 3 other fragrances that I'm going to share with you. But mainly we're going to talk about the house of Ahwaz from London, and the full bottle one that I did purchase. Okay. All right. Without further ado, please, I hope you are subscribed. You know, head on over, you know, to Instagram, follow me over there, join this YouTube family, all of that good stuff. We have a lot of fun, reels, lives, all that. And you know, this is just an amazing outlet for everybody. There's so many things going on in the world. You know, people are being killed behind, you know, wearing certain things, and which is unacceptable, you know, because God wouldn't allow that to happen. But due to others' cultures, you know, things happen, and other cultures have put restrictions on people, especially women. And we just want to uplift people up in prayer, and other countries in prayer. I don't want to go into details, but you know, we just, let's just keep us all in prayer, and all the things that are going on over in the Middle East right now. And, you know, just please protect those women, you know, those women that are protesting, protect them. We all have the right to protest, you know, maybe not in other countries, but we're just asking for protection over those other people in other countries that are protesting at the moment, and that are protesting here in the United States as well. So, all right. So without further ado, you know, with the world in turmoil, you know, we're not forgetting about any of that, but sometimes we do need a positive outlet to decrease some of that stress. I know my job is already stressful, on top of turning on the news. That makes it more stressful, and sometimes I just don't want to watch the news, but you have to keep yourself informed. Instagram and social media does that a lot for us as well. So, you know, let's just keep everybody uplifted, and, you know, let's just continue on, guys. Continue on fighting for what's right. Regardless of what it is, just be safe, fight for what's right, and do your best in life. Okay. Enough of the preaching. Okay. So we're going to be talking about Awas London, and this is HELWA. We're also going to talk about Forbidden Scents. We're also going to talk about King's Harem and Absolute Spring, okay, from this collection. So the packaging is very luxe. I did have to order this online. The international shipping is about 50 pounds, not $50, 50 pounds, which probably translates to about maybe $65, $70. I wish it was in euros, because right now euros is 1-to-1. And I made a huge mistake, and I thought it was euros, y'all. And then when I saw the price, it was like, boom, 25% inflation. And I was like, oh, my heart is broken. What did I do? I wasn't paying attention. But that's what happens when you're ordering fragrances at like 4 in the morning, between 2 and 4 in the morning. I need to stay off the internet scouring, especially when I'm at home on my days off and I can't sleep. I got to do something else, y'all. So anyway, the very first one we're going to talk about, we'll talk about the decants first. This is a travel size, and I did purchase the travel set. They're 10 mLs. It comes like this. You know, the travel set of 4 is $160, 160 pounds. Let's get that straight, which is a bit much, but you know, I went out on a limb. I really wanted to try these fragrances. I'm gonna work some extra days. So the very first one, and I did a live on Instagram, so I've sprayed these multiple times, and I like sprayed them at least like 7 or 8 times on my hand. Then I went back to spray them again. So right now I have King's Harem here. I have Absolutely Spring here, which is good. And then I have Forbidden Scents here. And of course I have HELWA here. Okay, so now the big thing is that you guys are really hyping up this fragrance over on Instagram and YouTube. And I've read that it smells like Mazzolari's Vaniglia on steroids, which I've had the pleasure of having for over 2 years actually. And I absolutely love it. I'm babysitting this juice because this fragrance is hard to find. And I think this runs for about $270 or $90 US dollars. So I was very intrigued because you all know this is like my #1 vanilla scent of all times. And I absolutely love it. So when somebody tells me like this is mixed with a St. Bart and Mazzolari's Vaniglia and it's on steroids, then you got my attention, okay? So we're going to get into this one first. So this is the bottle. Actually, yeah, let's get into the bottle first since I've already started. I said the travel atomizers first, but let's just start with the bottle. So this is the nice luxurious box that it comes in, and it is very textured, beautiful white and gold. Very nice. And it comes housed here, very secure, very tight. The packaging was really nice. I didn't have any problems with that. So I did some comparison over on YouTube. Now, like I said, you guys are really hyping this fragrance up. So I had to. So I have my Mazzolari's Vaniglia on this arm, of course. And I have my Awas HELWA on this arm. So when I initially sprayed Awas, let's put Mazzolari down. When I initially sprayed Awas HELWA, I completely got Mazzolari's Vaniglia off top with initial spray. Now, I think this fragrance, it's not very projecting in the opening. I truly believe that as this sits on your skin and starts to warm up, almost like Mazzolari's Vaniglia, but Mazzolari's Vaniglia has that little bright vanilla orchid in there that just makes it a little more uplifting and boost. This one to me is basically caramel and vanilla. And I thought the caramel, now I've sprayed this on my arm at least 12, 15 times, you guys, you know, within the course of the hour or 2 hours. So a little alcohol in the opening when I initially sprayed it, but the same with Mazzolari's Vaniglia. Now, the bottle is stunning. Check out the bottle. You see the Swarovski crystals on top. Sorry, it's a little dirty because I've been touching it, but I love the blue bottle. It's very amazing, heavy packaging. It's secured in the inside here. Yeah, so this is the bottle, y'all. Sorry I didn't show you the bottle earlier. Very thick glass. So, yeah. So to me, do you need both? Absolutely not. If you have this one, you don't need this one. If you have this one, you don't need this one really. But Mazzolari's Vaniglia is giving me more caramel. This one is actually slightly softer than this one in the opening. So I was hoping that this one, I'm going to spray this on my clothes. I can't spray Mazzolari's Vaniglia on my clothes because it's a high oil concentration and it will like literally ruin your clothes. But I've worn this multiple times and to work several times. And when my body heats up, you know, you get a good projection for about 2 hours. Not beast mode at all. Neither one of these are beast mode. This is not this on steroids. That is a definite no. This is a nice fragrance. Would I purchase this again? Probably not. Maybe this is new juice, so I'm going to let this sit and macerate and then come back to it. But at this point, I am sticking from this house. This is a full bottle. I did purchase this one. I'm going to have to stick with my Mazzolari's Vaniglia until I let this sit and see if this juice is going to give me a little more caramel. But I'm getting more caramel and that orchid that brightens it up, orchid vanilla from, you know, Mazzolari's Vaniglia in the opening. Now, I've been waiting for the past 2 hours for this one to become, you know, beast mode, but it's not becoming beast mode. It's a very fine, luxurious, very calm, very demure vanilla with a hint of caramel. So, yeah, but when I sprayed this one, I still get the same. Now, yeah, you guys really hype this up. It's another fragrance over here that's really hyped up as well. Farida sent me a sample. Now, I love Thameen's Peregrina. That's the end all be all. It's the bomb. But then I tried the, what's the other one with the coconut? I was expecting so much more from that fragrance, but I sampled that again today, and I didn't get what I was supposed to get, you know, but I'm going to keep trying, okay? But yeah, these fragrances, one of my subscribers also said this fragrance is amazing. It does, people say it does remind you of this, but when they told me it was this on steroids, then I was like, let me get it. But you know, whatever, I'm gonna work on it, guys, and we're gonna figure this out. Now, that being said, I like it, okay? I do not love it yet, but I'm gonna let this sit, and then maybe I will love it, because I remember Lyra wasn't doing very much for me in the beginning as well, but I let Lyra sit for about a year, and then, you know, I had to activate, I guess, the oxygen enzymes in the fragrance. And now maybe it will start to, you know, behave. But yeah, so Lyra is amazing, and Lyra has been performing. So I'm hoping that this fragrance does the same as Lyra, okay? All right, that being said, let's move forward. The next one by the house. Now, these other two, I was struggling with HELWA and Forbidden Scents, okay? So I did buy, I wanted to buy 2 full bottles, but I was like, oh no, that's like 800 pounds. So even though this one was 160 pounds, a little less, okay? And then it gave me options to try many more. So this is the box that it comes in, you know, still very nice, very secure. So let's go sniff King's Harem. Now it comes in 10 mLs, which is an amazing way to sample, and the amount of fragrances that I have, you know, this will probably last me for a year or two. So I'm okay with wearing this one, unless I take this one on vacation and then I use the whole thing, which I might do, okay, because it's light and it's easy to carry. So, and then that's when I can really tell if I need a full bottle or not. So when I sprayed this, this is very good. Very, very good. Okay. Initially when I sprayed it, I said it was masculine. Okay, hold on. Let's address the elephant in the room first. When I ordered fragrances from the company over in UK, y'all, they sent me all these samples. Oops, I'm sorry, I dropped one. I'm not sure if this is their fragrance house as well. And this is, the fragrance house is, I think it's Orion House, London. I'm not sure if this is their fragrance house, but I love the packaging. The bottles look stunning. But they sent me, apparently, the collection from that one. And then they sent me all of these. So I'm going to do a giveaway on Instagram of all of these fragrances right here. You know, it's exciting. So somebody else can get a chance to smell them without the hefty $50 shipping fee, okay? And then you can realize if you really want it or not. So yeah, it was so generous for the company. I really appreciate it. And I was so excited to receive these. So I'll do a lot of sampling. We'll go through some of these samples when we'll do reviews. Maybe we'll do 2 at a time, and then I'll make sure I sample them on Instagram as well. So yeah, I'm excited about everything that they sent me. It's totally worth it. It's about 20 in here, you guys. Amazing company, amazing customer service. The packaging, the package came within about 5 days, y'all. Very timely packaging, but you know, it was $50, 50 pounds for the delivery, okay? So 5 days is a good amount of time for that amount of money. So anyway, let's get into King's Harem. So King's Harem, I really, really like it. Like, I love it, okay? So this reminds me of another fragrance though. Hold on, let me get the notes for you guys. King's Harem comes in a very beautiful blue bottle as well. But in King's Harem, you have your amber, you have some Tafe Rose, Madagascar Vanilla, Patchouli, Sandalwood. Now, I'm getting more amber in this fragrance. I'm getting a little bit of rose, like a very light rose. They do rose very well, this house. You definitely get a good powdery vanilla, and it's not very woody. So a little patchouli, but it's not patchouli heavy. It's a really beautiful patchouli. So, yeah, I'm actually loving this fragrance, but this reminds me of another fragrance. When I sprayed it, and I wore Aphrodisiac Touch by Unique twice this week. And when I sprayed it, and then at first I was like, oh, this is a little masculine. As it dried down, it got really sweet and powdery. And I got the amber and the vanilla and a little bit of the rose, you know, in the background, you know, a little patchouli. I was like, oh, it almost smells like Charmin tissue with amber. I'm getting that fuzziness. You know how when you unroll Charmin tissue and you get the residual fluffy things in the air? That is what this fragrance is giving me. I love it. But most likely I won't order a full bottle of this because it's reminding me of Aphrodisiac's Touch by Unique. But y'all, this is some good stuff, okay? So the next one we're going to talk about is, let's see which one. I'm just going to grab the notes for you guys. Absolute Spring. Excuse me. Now, I have a smaller, I ordered one of these, Absolute Spring. And then I ordered two of something else. I just kept the same because I knew that I would most likely really like it. So in Absolute Spring, you have your Rose de Mai, you have Jasmine, Jasmine de Grasse, you have Amber Musk, Vanilla, and White Florals. Now, I love Absolute Spring. Like, it's a very elegant, just a very elegant, you know, luxurious smelling rose. It doesn't smell vintage. It smells very like bright, and you know, I love it. It's gorgeous. It almost smells like there's peony inside as well, you know, but there's not. This is what it looks like, you guys, with the samples. But it smells like a rose peony. It's giving me Monogerakini's Pibillon, but it's a little creamier. It's creamy in the opening, and then it gets a little powdery. At first I was like, oh, maybe it's not full bottle worthy because I have Delina Exclusive. Then I have Delina La Rosée. But then as I started to smell it, it started to change and dry down. And I got a hint of peony, like a bright pink rose, and a little amber with some sweetness and creaminess. And then there was a sparkling factor to this fragrance, a sparkling nuance, almost like a champagne. And I mentioned on the live that it smells like Dom Rosa in the opening because I got like a really like a rose mimosa, like a creamy rose mimosa with some peony flowers, like little flowers on top. But yeah, y'all, this fragrance is good. Like, this is full bottle worthy. I absolutely love, love, love this fragrance. It is definitely going to be on my wish list. And this is Absolute Spring by Ahwaz. So the next one I ordered, and I ordered two of, it comes in the kit of 4. So I ordered 2 of these because I was really interested. I struggled with ordering a full bottle of this versus Ahwaz. And I kind of really wish I would have ordered a full bottle of Forbidden Scents, y'all. But I got 2 decants, and I know I'm going to wear these out, okay? Especially when I go on vacation. So you have your coconut in here. I think there's some, let's see, Forbidden Scents. I think there's some peach in here as well. And a beautiful amber is what really drew me to the fragrance, was the peach and the coconut. So in here it says you have some candied fruits, caramel, red berries, peach, coconut, amber, and vanilla. Y'all, this one is good. So I want both of them. They're both so good. Absolute Spring and the peach one, but I think because Absolute Spring is giving me more of a better performance, you know, it's a little more projecting. I want them both, Forbidden Scent and Absolute Spring, but I will, if I had a choice, I would choose Absolute Spring first. But I love Forbidden Scents as well, y'all. It's so good. In the opening, it's fresh. I'm getting a really like coconut, peachy, ambery scent. You know, and the dry down, it gets a little smoky. It's a little woody. It's not as fruity. Now, I don't get any candied fruits. I get more of the tropical fruits, like a lushy peach, a creamy coconut, and the amber, and some vanilla. It's not super fruity. It's a really sexy unisex you know, fragrance. This is a good date night fragrance. Absolute Spring with the rose in there. The Rose de Mai is a very bridal type scent, very elegant, like a brunch fragrance, you know, maybe like a dress and a hat brunch fragrance, not a brunch fragrance where you're going to be like shaking and dancing and all that stuff. You know, not a ratchet brunch fragrance, an elegant brunch fragrance. So anyway, but this one, Forbidden Scents, is date night. This could be a ratchet brunch fragrance, you know, because, you know, brunch fragrances to brunch today. They have DJs, they have mimosas everywhere. So it can turn into a whole party, y'all. So, especially if you live in Atlanta or Texas. So anyway, or Maryland, or, you know, what do you call it? Or DC, you know, any of those places where it's a bunch of us, you know, brown people, brown and black folks. So anyway, yeah, so I absolutely love them both, but the rose is just, it's giving me luxury, y'all, luxury. And this is like no other rose fragrance that I have in my collection. But if you mix the creaminess and a more sparkling to the Pivion by Mano Gerakinis, I love that scent. It's brighter, it's fresh, it's sweet. You know, it has that apple note in there. But I'm getting that same experience from this fragrance, Absolute Spring. And then this is a really pretty one, and this is Forbidden Scent. The performance is better for me on my skin on Absolute Spring, but I'm definitely going to spray this on clothes as well. Yeah, but in the dry down, it's a little more woody and the fruits kind of subside a little bit on my skin. So that is that for Ahwaz. I am loving this fragrance house, y'all. It's not beast mode. I don't know who said this was Mazzolari's Vaniglia beast mode. This is a very calm, demure, laid back, caramel vanilla scent, and I'll let you know if it gets beast mode. Now, a fragrance that's a caramel beast mode, and I was ready to compare them, is this baby right here, Unique Ace Crush on Me. But you got to be ready for this, and you don't need very many sprays, but the caramel in here is like, woo, it's almost a little too much. All you need is maybe 3 sprays max of this, and you should be done, okay? But yeah, that one is HELWA is very elegant compared to this one, okay? So the next we have, let's talk about a new fragrance that I ordered from Navitus Perfume. And this is Venom of Love. And this is, I guess, Paulina Char's fragrance. Now, I reviewed this over on Instagram, okay? Basically, you know, Tom Ford's Lost Cherry with a sprinkle of chocolate. Some people are getting a lot of chocolate from this. Y'all know I'm a chocolate lover. I eat chocolate every day. I smell chocolate every day. Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. And no, I'm not anosmic to chocolate. But I have Dua's Chocolate Affair. I have a Gallagher's chocolate fragrance. Wicked Good. I have so many other chocolate fragrances that I was just expecting a little bit more from this. I was expecting more almond. I have a dupe from Greece by the House of Carlo Dolly. It's a dupe of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, but it has cherry liqueur and some other cherry maracchinos or something. It's beast. It's better than Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. So get your nose on it if you're looking for a dupe, and I think it's only about 100 euros. It's Carlo Dolly's Greece 2021, and it's number 19. Go watch my Greece haul, or I'll link it down below. But yeah, that fragrance is an amazing dupe for Tom Ford Lost Cherry, and it's giving more cherry, okay? This one is nice, okay? It is not bad, it is nice. But I was comparing it also, and I sprayed them on my skin for a couple of days to Kayali's Love Fest. People are like, oh, which one should you buy? For me, because I have a lot of other cherry fragrances, you know, I have those. I have Dolce Passion with an amazing chocolate, berry, cherry, strawberry scent with raspberry. That one is beast. You know, I have I think Dua Chocolate Affair has a little bit of orange zest in it, but it gives you that chocolate. I was looking for a super, super rich, decadent chocolate, and I just didn't get that in this. Now, if you're not a chocolate lover And if you want a good Tom Ford Lost Cherry sprinkled with sprinkles of chocolate and light sprinkles of almond, then yes, go and purchase this. But for me, it's not heavy on the chocolate, and it was a little underwhelming for me. Yes, when in the opening, they both smell so similar, because this in the opening, this kind of gives you a little bit of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry as well, but it clearly dries down to a beautiful, spicy, woody Palo Santo scent. A lot of people don't get that. I get the burning, I don't get a burning cherry. I get a very woody, spicy, like a fiery note in here. And the Palo Santo, I absolutely love it. And you get some cherry, and you get praline, a little bit of praline and raspberry. This one, to me, gives me so much more character than this one, because I have so many other cherry fragrances that smell like this. So I was like, you know what? I can layer the two. If you layer the two, they'll be amazing together. But it's a nice fragrance, but it just wasn't enough for me. And if you have a lot of cherry scents, or if you're a chocolate lover with heavy chocolate scents the way that I have, then you might be a little underwhelming. But if not, if you're new to the fragrance community and the fragrance world, then you may love this one. It's a great price, an amazing price. As far as the performance, to me, the performance is about the same, because I sprayed them on my arm for 2 nights and they were both the same. In the morning, I got a little bit of cherry from this. I got a little bit of Palo Santo from this, and that was like 10 hours later. So I didn't get any cherry. It basically turned to a woody Palo Santo sandalwood scent. So yes, you get a little more cherry in this one than you do in this fragrance right here. So yeah, you guys, it's up to you, or buy both, okay? But yeah, this was a little underwhelming for me because I was expecting more chocolate, but the cherry scent in here is nice, okay? That is all about these fragrances. Good night, okay? All right, some other fragrances that I was underwhelmed by, okay? The House of Sillage, okay? I have about 12 cupcakes already that I absolutely love. I even have 2 of the Wonder Woman. Now, this is cream chiffon. Yeah, I don't even know why I purchased this, y'all, because I have Unknown Pleasures. That's the best lemon, cream, sweet honey cupcake fragrance that you're ever going to find on the market, okay? Unknown Pleasures is the most amazing. I think I basically bought this because it was on sale for 40% off, and I was going to wait until, but it actually came with a free cupcake. I'm going to do a giveaway over on Instagram. So that's why I purchased it as well. It came with a free cupcake. It came with a pack of like 2 sample packs. So I was like, oh, that's great. I can do a giveaway on Instagram with that. So yeah, so beautiful. This is super cute. I love, love, love the bottles. Do I love the fragrance? No, I like the fragrance, but it was almost giving me cleaner vibes. Lemon cleaner in the opening, but then it started to dry down to like a lemon cookie smell. It's really light. It's very light. It's redundant in my collection. It holds no place in my collection, I don't think. So I will basically be keeping that fragrance for the bottle, y'all, seriously. And then maybe after a while, you know, I'll probably declutter it, or, you know, give it to my niece or something. I don't know, but it's cute. The bottles are so amazing. And I think that's how y'all got us, okay? So anyway, this next one, I do not have Bitter Peach, but I heard that this one smells like Bitter Peach. And this one is Atelier's, not Atelier, House of Sillage Sweet Dreams, another 40% offer. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they'll be 50-60% off because they're coming out with stuff like clockwork, okay? So this is Sweet Dreams. These were not gifted. I purchased these with my own money, okay? The bottles, gorgeous, cute, stunning. I love it, okay? Yeah, I heard this smelled like Bitter Peach. I have a dupe of Bitter Peach. I have a 10 ml decant of Bitter Peach. I really, really like Bitter Peach, but I'm not paying that price for Bitter Peach. It's ridiculous. So, I smell Bitter Peach over in London, almost 3.5 years ago. Yeah, almost 3.5 years ago when it initially came out. And I was like, oh, this is really nice. So when she told me it was $400, no, thank you, ma'am. So anyway, yes, this is definitely giving you Bitter Peach vibes. But this one is a little boozier and you don't have as much peach in here. But I like it. I like this one. If you decide to get one, I like this one more than I like the cream chiffon. This one is so much more gourmand and boozy. And the cream chiffon is almost very juvenile and very soft. And just, yeah, you got to over spray both of these fragrances. But this one I wore to work, and then I sprayed it on my clothes. And I actually smelled it like, actually a 12-hour shift. I smelled it, but I had to sniff my arm. But I smelled it 12 hours later. So, yeah, I like it. I really like it. But it's not a love for me. But I really, really like this scent because you don't get that, that not rancid peach, that over-ripened, almost rotten peach note that you get in bitter peach. But I think it's the amber that's doing that. But I like it. It's like a love and a hate bitter peach. But I have a dupe for bitter peach that's amazing as well by the house. I think it's Alexandria or something like that. But yeah, get your nose on the dupe for bitter peach, and or get this one. Make sure you get it for more than 40 or 40% off, y'all. So anyway, I think that is it. Yeah, I don't know if I won't be having another fragrance haul. I'm like, there's another fragrance that a couple that are on the way, but that's pretty much it for me. Then I need to focus on some other things, you guys. I won't be on here as much because I will be in school all over again for the next 3 months, you know, learning some new things, some new equipment, going to a different type of critical care unit on my job. And yeah, I gotta focus, and I will be in training for 3 months, but you will see me at least once a week. And it won't be like 2-3 times a week, but maybe once a week. I'll try to do a video on my off day, but I'll be doing a lot of studying as well. All right, that is all, y'all. Go out into the world, have an amazing day. I'm gonna figure out what giveaway I'm gonna do over on Instagram for these samples, not the separate house sample that I don't know of, but some of these other samples. I got Jasmine or something, and some other ones. So we're gonna go through these. I'm just gonna give away the fragrances that I actually purchased and the giveaway, which are 4. All right, go on to the world, spread amazing, Sillage, do good, be good, all of that. And I hope it wasn't too long. We covered a lot, and get into this fragrance house. But the 2 that I love, and if you love rose, y'all, you're going to love Absolute Spring. It's divine, okay? Yes, it's good. Yes. Okay. All right. Bye-bye, y'all.